They were once dream destinations, postcard perfect escapes where turquoise waves met golden sands, where time stood still. But behind every breathtaking photo lies a story few talk about, a paradise overwhelmed by its own fame. Over-tourism, pollution, and greed have changed these places forever. Yet, within each one, beauty still fights to survive. Join us as we uncover 10 tourist paradises that turned into nightmares. Once the definition of paradise, Bali drew millions with its temples, rice terraces, and surf. But rapid tourism brought a darker side: traffic jams, plastic-choked beaches, water shortages, and an overwhelmed ecosystem. The island produces over 1,000 tons of plastic waste daily, much of it burned in open air. Even local culture feels diluted under waves of social media tourism. Still, in quiet inland villages like Ubud, Bali's soul endures, patient, spiritual, and waiting for respect. Venice, the floating city, an icon of romance, now faces a crisis of survival. Its narrow canals host massive cruise ships that displace water and erode its fragile foundations. Each year, the city sinks a little deeper as rising tides flood its historic piazzas. Locals are leaving. The population has fallen below 50,000, turning Venice into a living museum. To save it, Italy banned large ships and introduced tourist taxes, small steps for a city drowning in attention. Once reserved for seasoned explorers, Mount Everest has become a bucket list conquest. But commercialization turned adventure into chaos. Climbers now queue at the summit, a deadly traffic jam above the clouds. Discarded oxygen tanks, tents, and human waste litter the sacred mountain. Local Sherpas, carrying unimaginable weight, risk their lives so others can stand on the top of the world. The world's highest peak is now a mirror, reflecting both human triumph and excess. When the beach was filmed here, Maya Bay became an overnight sensation. The rush was immediate. Thousands of boats daily, anchors tearing coral apart, sunscreen chemicals killing marine life. By 2018, the paradise was dying. Thailand made a bold choice: shut it down. For years, nature healed in silence. Coral slowly returned, and sharks came back to the bay. Maya Bay reopened under strict protection, proving that sometimes the only way to save paradise is to close it. With whitewashed cliffs and blue domes, Santorini is a visual dream. But its fame turned fragile villages into crowded walkways, where thousands line up just for sunset photos. The island struggles with limited water, cruise ship emissions, and vanishing local life. Many residents have left because rents doubled, replaced by short-term rentals. Still, away from the main town, Santorini's charm whispers, in quiet vineyards and windmills turning above the Aegean. Hidden in the Andes for centuries, Machu Picchu stood untouched until mass tourism found it. Over 1 million visitors now climb its paths each year. Erosion threatens the ancient stones, while souvenir stands crowd its gateways. The government had to impose strict ticketing and time slots to preserve it. But even from a distance, the mist around Machu Picchu still carries its mystery, a symbol of resilience through time. Mount Fuji, once sacred and serene, now faces its own quiet crisis. Over 300,000 climbers every year leave trash, tents, and even graffiti. Local communities around Fuji worry it's losing its soul to selfies. In 2024, Japan introduced new fees to limit visitors, reminding the world that beauty must come with responsibility. Dubrovnik's stone walls once guarded a quiet coastal town. Then came Game of Thrones, and millions of visitors followed. Cruise ships dock daily, emptying thousands into streets built for hundreds. Locals describe it as living inside a souvenir. The mayor now limits visitor numbers and monitors crowds by drone, hoping to preserve what's left of its medieval soul. Boracay was once called heaven on earth, but unregulated resorts and sewage spills turned it toxic. By 2018, the Philippine president called it a cesspool and shut it down. 6 months later, a rebirth began. Strict visitor caps, eco-limits, and green certifications transformed Boracay into a model of sustainable recovery. It's proof that paradise can fall and still rise again. In less than a decade, Iceland became the world's dream destination: waterfalls, glaciers, and volcanic plains. But with fame came impact. Roads cracked under tour buses, fragile moss fields were trampled, and locals couldn't afford rising rents. Iceland now teaches the world that even the purest beauty can't survive unlimited love. Balance, not bans, is the future of travel. Paradise isn't lost, but it's fragile. Every photo we take, every footprint we leave, shapes its future. Travel the world, but travel gently. Because the real beauty of our planet isn't how it looks. It's how we care for it. If you enjoyed this journey, please like, subscribe, and share to keep exploring our world responsibly.